I haven't seen you smell like this in a while in this building.
Am I smiling? I don't know. What we witnessed here today, the real winners are the Hoosiers. Hoosiers have continued to make their voices known and have been definitely working hard to organize and mobilize from R's to D's to I's to the younger generation who haven't really rallied around anything. But when it came to this bill, it really struck a nerve. And we heard that out in the State House today, and we certainly have heard it for the last almost 5 months. And so it's been a win for Hoosiers.
Senator Yoder, are you concerned about any retribution from the White House or for the Trump administration?
Well, we are going to be focused on the 2026 session. Officially, we started it this week, and what we have been hearing from Hoosiers is their lives are simply not affordable. And when it comes to utility bills, when it comes to housing, rent, mortgage, accessing childcare, when it comes to paying their utility bills, the cost of living is just not keeping up with wages, or wages are not keeping up with the cost of living. And that's what we're going to be focused on. Is there going to be retribution? We're totally focused on what Hoosiers have elected us to do, and that is to serve them. And the Indiana Senate Democratic Caucus is laser focused on those issues.
What do you think about the fact that so many Republican colleagues here, went against the president on this issue? All the pressure on there, like we want to take road funding, we'll get Medicaid expansion, also the spoken and unspoken threats that were out there, including the doxing, the whole 9 yards.
They voted for their constituents. That's what this is about. It was a vote for the Hoosiers who live in their Senate districts. They listened. They read the emails. They read the handwritten notes. They took the calls. They had conversations on the school grounds, to the church buildings, to their places of business. They were listening to their constituents. That's what this vote was for and who they listened to as a result.
Do you think people, regardless of their political affiliation, are proud of the state of Indiana today?
Every single person is going to have to express their own feelings, but I know for our caucus, we are certainly proud of the work that Hoosiers put into this. Never giving up, tirelessly working. And I look out my window and I see that never daunted. And I think Hoosiers were not daunted by this. They were not going to buckle under the threats. And there were some real threats. So this was a win for Hoosiers for sure.
Did you ever think there was a time that this actually might have passed?
Oh, my goodness. But the moment I was sitting what was it, like 5 minutes ago, not knowing until that vote board lit up, did I feel confident in any way. We just had to work to the very end, and at no point did we feel that there was some win that we were certain of. It was going to be tough. Today was a tough day.
Senator Young alluded to it at the end, saying that some of the Senate Republicans who voted against this might not be here in the future. Do you have thoughts on that?
Well, we are definitely aware of those threats, and our caucus is just focused on addressing the issues that our constituents have voted for us to work on, improving their lives. And it's not to stay power for power's sake. It is to serve them, and that's what the Senate Democrats are focused on, and that's what Hoosiers want us focused on. Make our lives better. And that's what we're going to be working on for now through the end of the 2026 session.
So how you feeling?
I'm relieved. I'm happy for Hoosiers. Honestly, this is I know the foot leather, the work that has gone into educating people. I think what was so beautiful is watching people who would ask questions. What is redistricting? What is gerrymandering? I mean, we throw these things around and we don't really have an opportunity to really think about what does it mean? What does it mean every 10 years? What does it mean to do it at any point in time, mid-district? And through this process, Hoosiers took the time to educate themselves. And today we saw Hoosiers speak up and speak up loudly, and here we are. We defeated a bill that Hoosiers repeatedly said we do not want. And it's exciting to know that we listened to them, and we're going to have to go back to our districts and work even harder, because at the end of the day, that's really what this job is about, serving them.
Were you surprised by the size of the defeat?
I was surprised by any defeat. I had no idea what to expect. So at every turn, I was just waiting to see what could happen. I mean, the process is an interesting one, and we have our rules, and you hang on to those rules. And at the end of the day, no one really knew what was going to go down, because even when you sit there and you're listening to the debate, I think there's always an element of surprise. There's a red button, there's a green button, and you're picking one or the other. It was good to see that every senator was able to make it into the chamber today and make that decision and cast that vote on behalf of their constituents. And I'm just so proud of the work that the Senate Democratic Caucus has done tirelessly for the last 5 months to get us to this point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.